A very good morning and welcome to yet another edition of the YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Jadabdin. We start off with a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
In headlines, new cabinet to be sworn in today. Biden allows Ukraine to strike inside Russia with missiles. PCB says Gillespie will remain head coach for South Africa tests. And now to those stories in detail. In your top story this morning, the new cabinet will be sworn in today at 10 a.m. The swearing-in ceremony will be held at the President's office and will be presided over by President Kumara Dissanayake. Now, the President's media division announced that cabinet ministers as well as deputy ministers will be sworn in at the President's office today. The inaugural session of the 10th Parliament will begin at 10 a.m. on the 21st of this month. A new speaker, deputy and a deputy chairman of committees will be appointed on that day. No parliament seats will be designated for the MPs on the 21st and therefore accordingly they may sit in any preferred seat. The parliamentary session will commence thereafter. Following the appointments of a new speaker, the newly appointed MPs will take oaths before him. Thereafter, the parliament will be adjourned until afternoon and at 3 p.m. President Kumara Dissanayake will present the new government's policy statement. The 10th Parliament of Sri Lanka has more than 175 members who have been elected to parliament the very first time. And also in more local news, the Secretary General of Parliament Kushani Rohanadira says that the steps have been taken to collect information of all newly appointed MPs online. She says that their information can be submitted to the official website of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, www.parliament.lk. The Secretary General of Parliament, Kushani Rohanadira, said that a special counter will be set up in Parliament to gather information about the newly elected MPs. This counter will be open tomorrow, the 19th and 20th of this month. She adds that all MPs will be informed today to attend the inaugural session of the 10th Parliament of Sri Lanka. And up next is international news.
International news.
In news overseas, US President Joe Biden has given the green light for Ukraine to use long-range missiles supplied by the US to strike Russia. Now, for months, Ukraine's President Zelensky has been urging that the restrictions on the missiles known as ATACMS be lifted, allowing Kiev to strike outside their own borders. Now, on Sunday, he reacted to the reports saying such things are not announced and missiles speak for themselves. Now, Russian President Putin has previously warned Western nations against such a move, saying it would represent the NATO military alliance's direct participation in the war in Ukraine. And up next is your update on sports.
Sports news.
And in sports, the PCB has said there will be no change of test match coach for one more series, with Jason Gillespie taking charge of the upcoming two tests against South Africa. The board has not confirmed him for any engagements beyond that tour, though he does have a contract with the PCB that runs till 2026. Now, over the past 2 days, multiple reports indicated that Gillespie's time with Pakistan cricket was limited, with Aqib Javed lined up as replacement. The white ball coaching role remains vacant after Gary Kirsten resigned last month, and Aqib remains the front-runner to replace him, with Pakistan's T20 and ODI tour of Zimbabwe starting next Sunday. And with that, of course, we wrap up this edition of the YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I've been Jadabdin. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.